Namaskar, welcome to Adiraj, Brahmand. So today's topic is the famous three monkeys of Gandhiji. As we know, as per this principle, we should not hear bad, we should not speak bad, neither we should see bad. So let's know Mahagururaj's views on this principle of Gandhiji. Namaskar Mahagururaj.
Namaskar.
ये जो the three monkeys of Gandhiji we are speaking about. So what's your views on this principle of Gandhiji?
Good.
Like he has mentioned in his principle that we shouldn't see bad.
What I personally think about it is like little different. It's just that he has said, he has asked us not to see bad, not to hear bad, not to speak bad. But the most important thing is not to think bad. According to you, it's my perception. If you will not think bad, because it's not possible. If you say that you should not hear anything bad, how will you make it happen? If you are outside, let's take it practically. Then no matter who's saying what, just take it practically. You are outside, you are walking, and suddenly you saw that something is happening and people are saying very fantastic words they are using. Then what will you do? You already have heard of it. What will you do? After listening to it, what will you do? How will you reverse it? First. Second, what he said, you should not see bad. When it comes to see bad, again, this is Kali and nothing is like stable. Things are happening like anything and there is no surety of anything. So, many people, they have to see several kind of unwanted things, be it on television, be it in real life, be it on anywhere else, but it happens, about which they also don't have any idea. So after seeing bad things, what the person will do? Is there any way to reverse it? No. And when it comes to you should not speak anything wrong or bad, then what happens if you get a lot of negative energy from environment, from people, from food, from your own thought and thinking, maybe from the energy where you live in your house or offices. If you get a lot of negative energy, finally what would be the output? If so many negative energy will go inside the energy body, then definitely if you say something, then that could be negative. And it happens. People speak negative. People speak bad. So, for me, it's like little weird to talk about these things that you should not see bad, hear bad, listen bad, or it could be he was trying to say something else, maybe the message was something different, I have no idea about it. But what I personally think is that if you talk about the energy world, you should not think bad. Because if you live in this world, then you're bound to hear bad things, see bad things, and of course then what you can do after that, you have to control yourself. But then again, if you take too much of negative energy and finally if you try not to, take out negative energy, but I'm talking about the other people who do not have any other way except talking, then the person will feel suffocated. The person will feel completely, like somebody has confined him. So in that case, what we do, like we do healing and we take out the negative energies, whatever is being accumulated in that person or those people, and then you can speak good words. But the most important thing is that you should not think bad, you should think practical. I'm not asking you to be that kind of sadhu or saint where people will come and they will harm you and still you will think good about it. You should take care of yourself, you should protect yourself, and you should do no harm to other people, which is very important. You should do your karma properly. The main thing is that, the main motto is like you should do your karma properly. So instead of focusing on others' karma, it's always good to focus on our own karma, like how we are working and how we are performing our karma. Is it right? Is it positive? I think that one should focus on themselves instead of focusing on others.
Mahagururaj, as we know, the principle like Gandhiji had already mentioned, these three principles which he had mentioned was mainly to avoid negativity or to keep us away from negativity. So, if in case we are not able to follow his principles, we see bad, we hear bad, and ultimately it affects our energy bodies, and finally we are into that, and we also speak bad. So, how do we protect from these negativities ourselves from these?
See, just like the way I already have mentioned, if there are people who think that they are completely filled with negative energy or who get a lot of negative energy by different ways, or then they can get themselves healed by doing the healing courses or by taking the healing services from us. They can heal themselves after learning the 2 days courses, or they can we will do healing, their healing, and we will take out all those kind of negativity, whatever those people they get in their daily life. We can do that even. So options are there. Apart from that, yes, people they can, of course, and they do actually, they engage themselves into the good activities such as yogasanas, pure yogasanas, and nothing like entertaining and all. When it comes to entertainment, people make it worse. So it's always better to focus on something which is pure, which is good. So pure asanas and true meditation, the Raja meditation, of course, which is the king of all meditation. So these are again the way through which, and relaxation, yes, of course, to an extent through which you can, release negativity, whatever people generally they do get from their daily life.
Mahagururaj, as we are talking about negativity, there are several, like you have already mentioned, this is Kali. So there are negativity in each and every step we take. Like you just step out of your door, your house, you will get to get the vibe of negativities like everywhere. You cannot save yourself from anywhere. So how can healing or upchar of self help the people help the people to protect themselves from these negativities around them?
See, when I talk about healing is simply meaning to heal you or your people or whosoever they are taking healing service. So it's only means to heal the problem or heal the disease or heal the negativity if it is there. When it comes to protection is something else. Protection comes with the power. If somebody has power, mentally somebody is quite strong, I'm talking about the mind power, then a person can feel himself or herself protected. Apart from that, yes, we do have a course which named is a Brahmastra. And Brahmastra is again one of the most powerful course which I don't think, I have never seen this much a powerful course in my entire life. I have never, forget about seeing, I have never heard it, and I have never seen anything related to that even. So this is I think the ultimate powerful course on this planet Earth, if I talk about, and if I'm honest, to wherever as I know, according to my knowledge, I'm saying again, according to my perspective, what I have seen so far as of now. This is one of the most powerful courses, the Brahmastra, where one can actually protect himself or herself, or one can manifest whatever he or she wants if it is really needed.
Mahagururaj, we are talking about healing and upchar. There are many people who are maybe they are not intending to say bad, or they completely cannot share anything with anybody. So whatever negativity they receive from the surroundings, they keep it to themselves. Like you said, it is confined. So because of these things, they suffer in their lives, with their relationships, with their health, and with their stability and everything else. So how can upchar, or what kind of upchar will help them to move forward from these negativities and leave them behind?
See, actually we do have options, And as we all know that everybody is not same. Somebody is like little practical, somebody is like very much practical, and some people are like they can work in the energy world. If it happens like when I was telling to, there was a group when I was telling them about this energy world, how does it work, and other things about energy, they were super interested. They were like enjoying. They were like seems like that they were looking for these kind of knowledge for ages, decades. So, but when I was telling them, they were like, yes, this is what they wanted to hear, something like that. But on the other side, when I went to an engineering college, when I was talking about this energy world and all that, those like the students, they were like quite practical, and they were looking something which seems to be practical to them, which seems to have a logic and all. Then I gave them, of course, I gave them logic and all. When I related to their practical life, then they all understood, and they all of them enjoyed. Even I still remember the founder of the college. He said that it would be a challenge if I'm giving you. This is a challenge from my end. I don't think that you can manage them, because as of now nobody could manage them. Like my students, they are most notorious. I said, okay, let me try. So when actually we finished that entire session, and he was amazed, and he was saying that actually you did it. I just don't understand that these students, they don't listen to anybody, but they did actually. And he came, at last he came and he saw, and he was like quite happy, and he was saying that I'm pleased that something like this has happened. And yes, there were then many students after that, they contacted us and they were talking about their life and problems. So what I mean to say is that when they were talking to me, then I understood if somebody is practical, then we offer them practical course, which is quite practical. And somebody is like, okay, who already understand energy world, and then we have different course for them. So what you were asking me about, like problems is there, and people, they often confine themselves. They won't be able to release their emotions, feelings, anybody and everybody just like that, or they cannot trust people. If the stuff like this has happened, then all they can do is like they can heal themselves, and we do have again a different kind of healing. If the person is very practical, then that person can do transferring healing. If the person is very practical or quite practical, then Abu healing is good. And if the person is have a strong belief and faith in this energy world, and they can understand that yes, of course there is something, yes, I believe, then that person can do the Shuddhikara course. So like this, we do have different courses, and the result will be beautiful if you do it properly, of course. That's required.
So we came to know about the principle and how you can apply that principle, obviously from the positive eye. So let's end the session here, and we'll come back with the next video with more questions and next interesting topics. Thank you.